Hello there everybody, and a warm welcome to my channel Tarot by Izabela. I hope you're all doing fine, and I'm very happy to see you here. Today's video will be a highlight video for North America, and that is United States and Canada. And I'm going to look into if there are any special events going on. Well, we all know there are a lot of things going on, but I'm going to deep dive a little bit and see if I can find something new or something that could be of importance to say. And to do this highlight video, I'm going to use my crystal ball, my tarot cards, oracle cards, gypsy cards, and some dice. But before we begin, I must thank you all, your wonderful, wonderful viewers, for all of your support, for your lovely mails, for your comments, for your sharing and caring. You are really wonderful people. And without you, there will not be any channel. And I'm very grateful, and it gives me a lot of strength to continue doing more videos. Yeah. But now, let's start with the highlights for United States and Canada. And I need to concentrate for a few moments on my crystal ball and call upon the forces, the powers to be with us, so there could be some good information to share with you. So please just give me a few moments and soon we'll begin. Okay, I need my glasses on. Let's see if we can find anything special for United States and Canada. And yeah, I don't have any time frames on this video. Things could happen quite soon, within days, weeks. Could also be months, years, all depending what will be shown here. So please don't get stuck on any time. Time is very fluent. Things can change, even time frames. But let's see if we can find something for Canada and the United States. First, I see something from Canada, and well, all the politicians meet to have like a big room and chairs, and they discuss different things. This big room, government building, some kind, I see it empty. Just like a paper flying by, a fly, empty. So it seems like during a period of time there will not be any politicians in Canada, like it's all the empty chairs, or they are on vacation, out of order, something like that. No one there, not even the current leader who likes to dress up. Yeah. Mr. GT. We continue here with Canada. I see Mr. GT symbolically in a suit, could be, yeah, t-shirt, trousers in stripes, black and white. And he's crying. The tears are like pouring out of his eyes. And he, oh, please forgive me. Oh, I didn't mean that. Oh, I didn't mean so. So all the toughness, the cockiness he had, it's gone. So he will be crying like a little boy. And no forgiveness will be given to him. It's difficult time, yeah. We all want to know when this occurs, even me, because I've been following a lot the truckers, the struggle those lovely people from Canada have with this tyrannical government, we can almost call it. Could be autumn, could be this winter, could be earlier, because it's cold, it's chilly in the air. Definitely some kind of new elections. A super clean out. Yeah. It needs disinfection. And the military in Canada is getting very anxious, very nervous. They're like looking symbolically at the clock. Now? No, not now. Now, no. It's like they are waiting. They are, yeah. Shall we move in or shall we not? Whatever happens in the States will affect Canada very quickly. They are very connected to each other, and when things go down in the States, it will be ripple effects, not only for Canada but for all around the world, especially the Western world. Yeah, and all these crazy new rules they want to push on people, take away alternative healthcare, supplements, all kinds of crazy World Economic Forum inventions. Sorry, I'm a little bit, sorry, it's my light, it's going crazy. Maybe to point out. Yeah, it will be gone. All this World Economic Forum invention, I see them gone. New kind of politicians will pop up, and people who have been involved in the trucker movement, they will emerge, and other people that have during the last 4 years really fighting for the right to speech, for the right which medical care you want, and for all human rights in Canada. Those people will be like nominees for new kind of government. On the east coast of Canada, I see there could be a possibility that they will spot some kind of warships or submarines from the country R. Because I see a periscope and I see the country R's flag on that. And that will cause a lot of stress in many people. The borders between Mexico and Canada will be closed for United States And I see a strong number 2 for at least, could be 2 weeks, 2 months. Those borders will be closed. No one can enter, no one can leave. The house of cards is crumbling down in the United States. Really. It looks like people will be running for the banks. Nothing to take out, there is nothing. Empty ATM machines. The current leader will go into hiding in the States, not to return. Big scandals are coming out. Really big scandals. And when I say coming out, I say coming out on every front page, news station, newspaper, not only on alternative medias, on everywhere. It will be so shocking. Even if many of us know what is going on, still for us it will be shocking. Imagine for those people who are not aware what is going on, and a very hard time to believe it. The former leader, DT, we call him like that, you will make very important speech to the nation. And that is within a couple of weeks. Could be also a couple of days. As I said, time is difficult. It will be a speech with a lot of confirmation for many people. Still I see things that will happen in the States that are not so pleasant from this dark agenda. I see a plane going down. I see more explosions, factories. Like 3 train derailments. It will come officially. People that have been working with the HARP system, weather modification system, and the chemtrails, they will be, a couple of them will be like whistleblowers, and then will expose one thing after another. The conflict in the country U is on its last. It will not stand for so much longer. And all the billions and billions of billions that have been pumped in to the country U is gone. They are not in the country U, and they are somewhere else. As I said, one bomb after another with truth that will shock everybody. Everybody. Even a hardcore conspiracy theorist. They will try again the UFO attack. Yeah, like a cover up for something else. In this attack, I don't see real UFOs, but they will try, even though they exist, but they will not expose themselves in that matter. People in Canada, they will join together more than I ever done before. Even those who were deeply asleep will wake up and will do their best to support the neighbor, the fellow human beside them. Yeah, let's continue to the cards. That's what I could catch in the crystal ball. Let's continue to the cards to see if there are any additional information for United States and Canada. And they are two very, very big countries, and it happens a lot of things. I cannot mention every state, every little detail, but a lot of things will happen everywhere. So, some cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Above each one, I'm gonna put an oracle card. Let's see, it looks like I missed one. Yes, I did. I need those two. And let's get some dice. Yep, and the cards look like this. Yeah, what do we have here? We have on the dice a guy dropping a ball, mature, a snake, Wi-Fi, and a sunbed with a parasol. Then we have Hangman, the Death, 10 of Wands, the Empress, 4 of Swords. It is safe for you to love, the Sun, clear and shield your energy, enemy, and trust. Yeah, there are some very hard time coming. Hangman, the Death, 10 of Wands. It will be events that will be very unexpected. The Death card not always signified literal death, could be things that are changing from radical from one situation to another, and that change could be quite difficult because we have the 10 of Wands, something heavy to bear, a struggle with that change. The time that comes after that change, and that is both for the US and Canada, we have the Empress. It's like abundance and new life, growth, and Four of Swords. Four of Swords can also signify rest. Someone can finally rest. And that it's more rest because we have the sunbed on the beach and parasol. So it's like, now I can trust this, now I can relax. But still there are some very hard times coming. And we have the snake here on dice. And the snake, yeah, they have to clear and shield your energy from the snake. So the snake people, reptilians, the evil ones, they have to be cleared out. You have to get rid of your enemy before this abundance, this prosperity, type of prosperity can come. And then it will be safe to live and love. We have the sun, and the sun is gonna shine. Sun signifies many times also light, and light is also information, truth. And the truth will be very difficult to bear, very difficult. And it's mature truth, so it has been growing and growing, and now it's mature. It's to pick, like a fruit. Now it's big enough, sweet enough, and now we can pick the fruit and start eating it. So yeah, and on the dice we have the guy that drops the ball, so one truth bomb after another, boom, boom, boom. We are going to different kind of internet. We have Wi-Fi. Something new is gonna be born. If it's Starlink or if it's something else, but different way to communicate. Something that is new, clean, and prosperous, and healthy. It will take time for people to regain the trust in government or politics, but there is a extremely big cleanup and a period of time that will be quite difficult. Time afterwards will be much better. I'm gonna take some more cards if there are any additional information to be said here. Something more of importance. And then I'm gonna take 3 cards for Canada and 3 cards for USA. Just a moment, just gonna shuffle a little bit. Let's see, now Canada. Something more to be said about Canada. 1, 2, and 3. We have 4 of Cups, 8 of Wands, and King of Wands. People at the moment are very disappointed. People are struggling. People have it difficult. They don't see any joy in life. They are like, what next? What next? What next? And as I said, things are going to change. We have 8 of Wands. Things are going to happen quite quickly. This and this and this. New information coming up. Mr. Pretty Boy. Yeah, he is not going to have it easy. We have justice on him. As I said, I saw him crying like a little baby. And his removal will go very quickly. It will not drag out week after week with one court case after another, and things are just getting worse. No, bang, 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 bang. Things could be solved very quickly, and it will come like a shock for the Canadians. Well, let's take some cards on the United States then. 3 cards. Sleazy Schwabi will not be able to protect him. Yeah. Okay. United States. 1, 2, and 3. Oh my God. Yeah. We have 8 of Swords, the Death card, and the Fool. I need more cards here. Yeah, again, it only repeats itself. It will come a period of time that will be very difficult for many. There are so many lies that the United States have told to the entire world. I'm talking about the people in power, not the normal people. The normal people, wonderful people, hardworking, kind, good-hearted. I'm talking about those in high position that have corrupted and destroyed the country as much as they have done today. All the lies will be, as I said, smashed out. And it will be shocking even for a hardcore conspiracy theorist. But it will be different people that will announce those news that we are used to today. So different kind of faces that will pop up, that will like, oh my God, who is he, who is she? Yeah. But the lies must come out, and there must be a cleansing. It's like, okay, you take a bath and you have been rolling around in the mud, but when you take a bath and shower, wash your hair, you don't put on the dirty clothes to get dirty again. So it's the same. You have to clean out everything for it to be clean. The clothes, the shoes, everything around, not only the body. And it will be the Fool. It will be, unexpected. One day we think this day will be like everyone, all the other days, but this day will be shocking. Okay, some last words for Canada and the United States. Some last words. We have the Star, the Moon, King of Wands, Queen of Coins, 5 of Coins, and Page of Coins. I need one more here. Yep. The last words for United States and Canada. Well, There are higher powers watching over everything that is happening there right now. We have the star and the moon. So I would also say that are some kind of extraterrestrial invention behind the scenes that we are not aware of. They will, sooner or later, show themselves. But it will not be like an alien invasion on TV. No, it will be in a different manner. And there will be a period where there will be little money, both Canada and United States, before the economy turns around and it will be more equal for everyone. New form of education is coming out. And the last years, when they have been pushing all kinds of agendas, rainbow-colored agendas on little kids, this will definitely stop. It will not be allowed. If someone are attracted to the same sex or whatever, it will be for grown-ups, not for kids. That will be totally forbidden. A lot of things that are going in very strange direction will be taken out and forbidden. But remember, we as the people, we must also say, no, I don't want this, I don't allow this, I don't want my kids to learn very strange stuff in kindergarten. I don't want to eat bugs, I want to eat healthy food, I want to have healthy medicine, not medicine that gives me 20 more illnesses. So all this we must also be aware of. We cannot be passive and just sit and think someone else gonna fix everything. We have to show what we want, because if we don't want, then we will not get help. Well, that was my reading for highlights for United States and Canada. And if you liked what you have seen and heard, please don't forget to press the like button, share button, and subscription button. And to all of you, the wonderful, wonderful people out there, take care, be strong. Things are going to be quite rough before it gets better. And be prepared to get very surprised, almost shocked. And that seems to be quite soon. Yeah. Once again, thank you so much for watching. And hopefully we're going to see each other soon again. Bye-bye.